Hello once again, it is I, Desi C, and of course we are once again doing another Darkwing Duck video. And before I continue, let's not forget, as I said, this is going to be a continuing thing, trying to, introducing these characters to the Gargoyles fans. So let me know in the comments below, what you think, and yeah, so I'm going to continue on with them. So, we are still in the lead up to the Darkwing Duck Gargoyles crossover, the 4-issue crossover, and so we're gonna keep doing a dive, not a huge dive obviously, but a little bit of insight into the characters that the Gargoyles will be meeting, and also hopefully this helps a few, if anything, Gargoyles fans specifically, into the world of Darkwing Duck, because, not everyone grew up watching it. Not everyone knows really who Darkwing Duck is, but, the other little tidbits that unless you watched the show or read the comics or blah, 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 you may not know. So, who is Darkwing Duck? Well, lucky for us, we don't live in St. Canard, so there's a lot we can know. Yes, this is my attempt at a joke. Is it funny? I don't... Welcome to my brand of humor, if you want to put it that way. But anyway, so I'm obviously not going to go into every little detail and thing that our avian crusader has gone through since his childhood. Honestly, we'd be here all day if I did. But yes, so as I said before, who is Darkwing Duck? Well, he's a self-absorbed vigilante with delusions of grandeur and moonlighting as St. Canard's resident superhero. Apparently, I'm going to be bumbling through this because this just doesn't want to work today. Anyway, moonlighting as St. Canard's resident superhero with help from his bumbling sidekick Launchpad. And I say that with nothing but love. Launchpad is a fantastic character. So, who during the day, lives his life as Drake Mallard, leading a domesticated, mild-mannered life as the adopted father of Goslin Waddlemeyer. Now, of course, with 2 years worth of episodes, technically 3 seasons, appearances in the rebooted DuckTales, over 50 comic issues published by Disney Comics, Boom Studios, Joe Books, and Dynamite Entertainment. Yeah, I'm not going to be going through every storyline in this video. Literally, as I said before, we would probably be here all day, and that's just, no one wants to be here for that. Plus, it also doesn't help that in the first run of Dynamite comics, those aren't even considered canon. Due to it contradicting numerous things from the actual cartoon. Like, for instance, bringing back a one-shot dead character back to life with absolutely no explanation. This is why it's important to, if not vetting your writers, at least, ensuring, hey, here's what he's done, or look, this is what's happened. In previous instances, try to keep, this kind of theme going. Try not to deviate too much. We don't... You think at a certain point, somebody along the line would learn, hey, if we don't follow this continuity, we're gonna have a bunch of angry fans. Yeah. And on top of that, if I tried discussing his history, it'd probably get a little bit confusing, since Tad Stones, and Tad, love ya, but he favored fun and incidental stories over continuity. So when you try putting together, the alternate universe episodes along with the alternate origins and the fact that his history isn't meant to be put back together, yeah. Thanks, Tad. If I ever have to do a deep dive into Darkwing's storyline, I might be emailing you. But to get, again, just brief thing, as with every crime fighter, Darkwing has his villains. which include Megavolt, Bushroot, Quackerjack, the Liquidator. I'm guessing this is why I couldn't remember his name, as I got older. The Liquidator, I don't... Negaduck, Steelbeak, Ammonia Pine, Magica Dispel, more so in the comics, Tuscarnini, Taurus Bulba, the Beagle Boys, the Phantom Blot, again, mostly comics, and the DuckTales reboot, and so on and so forth. But of course, Darkwing wouldn't be the hero he is without help from his allies, like Stegmutt, Neptunia, Morgana Macabre, and Gizmo Duck, to name a few. Along with having a few friends help him every now and then, as most heroes do, he also sometimes serves as the leader of a network of superheroes called the Justice Ducks. Because in a world where I guess the majority of the population are ducks, what else would you call them? Which is comprised of the allies I just mentioned. And occasionally, he serves as a secret agent for the government agency known as SHUSH, S-H-U-S-H. So after all of that, what kind of superhero is Darkwing Duck? I mentioned previously that, he is a spoof of a bunch of heroes. But just like one of his inspirations, Batman, he is a non-powered superhero. And also, like Batman, he uses a variety of gadgets in his fight against crime, most notably his gas gun, which, also serves as a grappling hook and so on. Pretty much what he needs, it tends to be useful for that. And for transportation, and again, you can see the allusions to Batman. He has access to the Thunderquack, a duck head-shaped plane, which is piloted and built by Launchpad, or the Ratcatcher, his motorcycle. I swear, the more I look into Darkwing, going into, specifics, not just what I remember as a kid or, which episode I watched, 10 or so years ago, I'm seeing all these, I'm reading about all these allusions and all these references and everything, and I'm sitting there going, Tad and company must have had a blast spoofing all of these superheroes and all of their gadgets and everything like that, because this is just, it's amazing. And while Darkwing may have no superpowers, he's still a toon, which means he's practically indestructible. Sure, he gets defeated in painful ways. Heck, we've seen Donald Duck go through the same thing. But he gets crushed, flattened, blown away, but he always rises back. Although sometimes you will see him, wrapped in bandages from his fights. You still have to sometimes show that, yes, even though he's a superhero and hero, he has no superpowers, and, fighting crime, and yes, he gets, blown up, flattened, and everything, he still, gets injured, showing the kids that, yeah, he's not dying from any of this, but, look, his leg's in a cast, his head's wrapped up in bandages, that sort of thing. He's also an expert in martial arts, despite how clumsy he can be, and was also trained in Quack Fu by Goose Lee. Seriously, you guys, Quack Fu by Goose Lee. I love it. I absolutely love this. And finally, on top of all that, he has learned a number of skills from his great-great-aunt, who was a sideshow contortionist. So this is a hero who essentially is Batman in the sense of he has many, many skills. He has many, many gadgets. The difference being he's kind of clumsy. But as I stated in my last video, this is a satirical character. This is all about kind of making fun of past heroes in light, not being mean. But yeah, so it's all everything you love about superheroes with a comedic twist. And one of the many reasons why Darkwing Duck is beloved as it is still to this day. And with that, that's the end of this one. So be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another, be the good that you want to see in the world, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye. Of course, I nearly record with the mic muted. Yeah, that's how we do things here.